Alright, trends on Thursdays just for you. First up, Procter & Gamble is introducing a whole new packaging for their Tide laundry detergent to make it easier to ship through Amazon. It's now square, lightweight, doesn't require secondary packaging or bubble wrap, and really looks like a boxed wine. The detergent on the inside is also a little more concentrated, saving even more money on shipping and making the amount of packaging a little more environmentally friendly. When it comes down to e-commerce, it's important to think about standard package sizes, protecting product, wasting as little space and money on packaging material as possible, and so on. P&G wanted a package that's ready for e-commerce, and if a $1 billion a year laundry detergent wants to be ready for Amazon, maybe you should be too. Speaking of billions, we of course look at Amazon as this e-commerce giant, and Prime Day last year brought an estimated $4.2 billion in sales to Bezos and friends. But I also like to talk about going global, because it's hard to tell where the next big boom will come from. So in that spirit, Alibaba in China obliterated the Prime Day record in about 10 minutes. That's right, it took them 10 minutes to generate about $4.6 billion US in sales, and by 30 minutes in, they had topped $6 billion. And while that all sounds like a ton of cash, I will be sitting here trying to figure out what I have that the Chinese market can't live without. Next up, millennials shop early. Almost 3 out of 4 say they will start shopping before or on Black Friday. Amazon, Best Buy, and Walmart are just a few of the major retailers that have been getting people to commit early and blow their budget on amazing deals. But also keep in mind that millennials, even though they are packing some major buying power, can also need a little more attention than the older shoppers. Millennials are much more likely to return a gift and exchange it for something else, so retailers need to be ready to deal with it in whichever way they see fit, without making enemies, preferably. In the good news, millennials love their loyalty programs and use them to save. Being a gold, platinum, premium, super extra special member means something, and doesn't it to all of us, me included. Shout out to Omni Hotels for one of the best rewards programs on the planet, by the way. Further good news, they will still be loyal long after the season is over, so as always, make sure you get opt-ins for email, sales, messenger, or whatever. Next up, and near and dear to my own heart, video is crushing it. As phones get faster, attention spans get shorter, and things get more personal, 93% of marketers say that video has been instrumental in getting them a new customer. 45% of consumers say video is their favorite type of content, photos coming in with 22% at a distant second. So when I keep saying that video is super hot right now, just do it. And look, it doesn't have to be super professional. A few minutes with an iPhone here and there, and you have plenty of content to go around. When you host outside of hardcore social media and put your videos on your website, just remember that using YouTube could mean that you get ads by your competitors as well. Services like Vimeo help you avoid that, and it's much better to be authentic than to be sales pitchy, if that's a word. If not, it shouldn't be, because being sales pitchy kind of sucks anyways. One last one, the FTC is helping small businesses get educated on cybersecurity. You'll find all kinds of resources, such as fact sheets and videos that deal with the basics, imposters and scams, ransomware and phishing, how to secure your router and hire a web host, and much, much more. Now, this is the kind of information that is usually not cheap to come by, so if your password is still password123, you definitely need to head over there. I had a client years ago that ended up with their entire network encrypted as somebody opened an attachment, and trust me, you don't want to be that person. Of course, as good as the FTC might be with cybersecurity, I'm not impressed with their marketing abilities, so I'll just leave a link below, because trying to find it on their website is next to impossible. That's it for this week. As always, I'll look forward to any comments or DMs. Please share this with someone else if you find it worthwhile. And until next week, I'm Tobias Wilhelm, and you can find me mostly on LinkedIn and Instagram.